Hello, everyone, and welcome to a channel update. The date is currently December 16th, 2018. I wanted to make this video to kind of give an update on the channel itself, where we were going to be going with things in the terms of the side of the GodSaw's Turnbuckle wrestling reviews, gameplay footage on the channel, everything to go along with that. As you probably have known, we've taken a little bit of a hiatus. I did do the predictions for TLC in the terms of wrestling side, and in the terms of the GodSaw's Turnbuckle traditional ones, where we go through Raw, SmackDown, NXT, everything to go along with that, as well as news. And trust me, it's kind of been a little bit it's kind of a little bit coincident. I won't say coincidence. It's kind of a little bit of where everything is in the terms of how wrestling's been going, at least WWE side. For the time being, I'm taking a hiatus. That's an easy word for me to say, apparently. I'm going to take a hiatus from doing the traditional episodes where we talk about news, and go over the shows and review them, at least for the time being. One of those reasons that I'm going to be making a trip home here very soon, starting December 21st, going to December 28th, where I'm going to be going home to see family, everything on that side for the holiday season. The other is that I've kind of wanted to take a little bit of a break from doing those traditional style episodes for a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I have my opinions about how Monday Night Raw has been over the last couple of weeks. SmackDown is quite frankly the better show on that side of everything, but and I've just not really enjoyed Monday Night Raw, not even Mondays, though in all honesty it had gotten a lot, well, I won't say a lot, but it got a little bit better. But they had a lot of errors and continuity in their stories, and it's still the same as it was pretty much since the end of Survivor Series, where they're having a lot of issues keeping consistency in their story, and you can even tell that with the whole aspect of the Dean Ambrose heel turn to go along with that. And just other things on that side of everything. People would keep raving how good the TLC match was on Monday night. In all honesty, I didn't even think it was that good. There was a lot of different continuity issues, and don't get me wrong, I see where a few of those things could have been a factor of Finn Balor being out with illness, anything to go along with that. But there was one glaring aspect to the story that they were telling in the match. Yeah, they had the quote-unquote corrupt ref, the reluctant corrupt referee being Heath Slater, being on the side of Baron Corbin. That makes sense with what they were going with storyline-wise there, but my main problem with that match is that match, with the way they've been building the story, and also with the promo that they put in earlier in the show, which, don't get me wrong, they tried to make it seem like it was kind of like a pipe bomb style one, or based off of what they did with CM Punk's promo from years back, but I felt it fell flat. And I thought that TLC match fell flat as well. I didn't necessarily, I'm not going to say the promo that they did where they started kind of shooting on how bad Raw's been on the show, and literally making mention to certain things that mainly the people have been complaining about, the whole Lucha House Party thing, the dropping ratings, everything to go along with that. And they basically laid the blame on Baron Corbin to go along with that particular one. It was not great. It was not a great promo. The one aspect of this is like, okay, they've kind of gone out there and publicly said it. Yeah, Raw hasn't been so great recently in the terms of how they're doing storylines, or in the terms of the particular action and promos that go along with it. It's been bad. Straight up, it's been bad. At least in a lot of people's minds. I kind of see where they're going. I kind of saw where they were going with the storyline. It's like, okay, if something works out at TLC, I think it would be okay in the end. But then they come up with this promo on Monday, and I was like, really? Like, I'm hoping they're saying it as like almost as an admission to, yes, we're going to make changes, which they do have an indication maybe of something like that happening, because Vince is showing up on Monday night. to make a statement or something on that particular side. Who knows what it's going to actually end up being to go along with it, but we'll see how that goes on Monday. But I took kind of issue to that one. It felt like they were breaking too much of the fourth wall on those particular ones. Where CM Punk was breaking the fourth wall during the pipe bomb promo, the big problem is you can kind of tell in kayfabe that you could tell in the storyline. It's like, okay, I kind of get where they're going with this one. He's fed up with the whole aspect of Rock and Cena being in the main event for WrestleMania. Things go along with that. They had aspects of kayfabe to go along with it. This one seemed to break kayfabe altogether to go along with it. That was one of the main problems with that particular promo, why it didn't really come off all that well. But also, based off of what they've been doing storyline-wise with Baron Corbin, he had Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre on his side. The TLC match that night had every right to be just a cluster mess of everything in that particular one. But they went and played it safe in the TLC match, where the only interference was really from Heath Slater, where they should have had probably Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre making some kind of interference, and then somebody comes out and saves Seth Rollins, and he ends up keeping the title. They'll still keep the title on Seth Rollins, but it needed to be more of a cluster of everything and coinciding the storylines going into this one big thing, and it would have made it, and it just would have made it feel better on those particular ones. But no, they went ahead and played it just safe, and they didn't even bother to kind of write Drew and Bobby out of interfering in the match throughout the entire show. Even to the point, it's like, why did Bobby Lashley not interfere? Because in the match with Elias and Lio Rush, Baron Corbin gave them Heath Slater, who's the referee who's supposed to be on Baron Corbin's side to help them out in Lio Rush picking up the victory. So why isn't he paying back Baron Corbin for the kind gesture? It's one of those storyline beats that they should have probably gone with, but they decided not to. And this is kind of me maybe kind of saying my little piece about Raw and everything to go along with that in this channel update on those to go along with that. So that's kind of where Raw's been recently. SmackDown's been pretty much fine, with the exception of a couple little storyline beats in there, though the Shane McMahon Miz stuff in its own right has been kind of hilarious on that side, but I don't know how I feel about a Shane McMahon Miz feud going into any particular pay-per-view. The Daniel Bryan stuff's been great. The stuff with Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Asuka has been amazing as well. And AJ Styles being AJ Styles to go along with that. The match they had on Tuesday, albeit a little bit shorter than what people probably would want, the Daniel Bryan Mustafa Ali match was actually really good. And of course, NXT as well, NXT. To go along with it, you give and take with those particular episodes on a weekly basis, but the takeover shows are pretty much going to deliver on that side. So in the terms of doing the traditional style of GodSaw's Turnbuckle episodes, where we go through and everything on that one, at least till the end of the year, I would say, at least until I come back from my trip home, those are going to be on a hiatus. Now, I do game plan to do a TLC review, and I may come up with a special episode based off of the aspect of the news of Vince coming to Monday Night Raw as well on those particular ones. Those may happen. Well, the TLC one will happen. I just don't know when the review will come out on those particular ones, based upon work time and everything on that side. So those will be kind of coming to the channel here very soon on those ones. I'll try to have the TLC review before Monday Night Raw goes up on the air on here. In the terms of gameplay, I don't have much in the terms of recorded or anything on that side. I do have a couple of things that I have recorded, and I'm planning on getting up while I'm at home, and I'm going to schedule them to go up while I'm on trip. So you're going to be getting some gameplay footage. I just need to try to get some more in there. I'm just trying to figure out what game I want to actually put in that slot at this point in time. So we're kind of trying to figure out where it's going to be. It's probably going to be a fighting game. Maybe I'll do a little bit more Rocket League stuff. I don't necessarily know. Maybe you'll see a game in there that we haven't really seen on the channel all that often to go along with that, if at all, on that side of everything. So we'll see how everything ends out playing out in the end. But it's been kind of a little bit on a hiatus with a lot of things recently. I haven't even been streaming at all over on my Twitch page or on the YouTube page or anything like that. Those are things that I'm looking to pick up more when I do come back. If I can get a stream in before I go home, I'm definitely going to do it on that side. But it's not an aspect of... It's not an aspect that I want to stop doing anything. It's like I just kind of want to take a little bit of a break, especially with doing the wrestling podcast for the time being. I'm taking just a brief break. I'm going to bring it back. Don't worry on that one. For people who do, I know it's very few as well, but for the people who do want to watch, I am going to be bringing it back. And hopefully when I bring it back, I bring a little bit more enthusiasm and a little bit more oomph and passion behind it. That may... I don't think that's really been the thing, though. I don't think that's been the thing, because every time I've been doing the episode, I feel like it's like, yeah, this is fun. This is great. I like doing this. I have a lot of passion behind it. It's just, I feel like maybe a little bit of a burnout has happened at that point in time to go along with it. And I'm going to just take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to bring everything back to you guys. More of the traditional episodes of GodSaw's Turnbuckle. Maybe we try to throw back in there, because I did try last month with a pay-per-view classic. Maybe we try to bring in some more classic reviews to go along with that. And we're going to try to bring the gameplay back to the levels where it was coming out before. On that side of everything. Plus also getting some streaming together, everything to go along with that. So, like I said, it's not this channel's ending, anything on that particular side. It's not. It's just a little bit of a break. I'm also going to be taking a trip home here for a week. It should be a lot of fun. And when we come back, we're going to come back rejuvenated, ready to go, and having a lot of fun with you guys. So with that being said, take care, peace out, and I do have some content coming your guys' way over the next week or so to go along with that. I hope you guys enjoy that content as well. And then when we come back, we're going to try to get ourselves right back into the swing of things and get everything going again. So with that being said, take care, everybody.